Hi everyone, it's Theresa with Healthy Vibrant You bringing you this week's angel message. And this week the angels are talking to us a lot about release. This is the card. And as we've just had this new moon, our creativity is coming to the forefront. So for so many of us, we are being called to spend more time on creative endeavors. The angels are speaking to us about how we've appeared in the past, meaning as highly sensitive people, as people who are trying to make conscious choices to make this world a better place, as world changers. We have been walking in a way that involves us functioning and muscling through things that we don't necessarily feel good about, feel good in, or feel good during. And especially don't feel good after. So there's been a lot of muscling through for us in the past and just having to sort of dig deep and toughen up and get through it and all of those things we tell ourselves just to make it through. So the angels are talking to us about that's in the past. That is not the way we're being called to do things right now. And the way we're being called to do things in this moment is actually to soften. So instead of toughen up and fortify, we're being called to soften. Take a breath and allow. And the biggest part of this is release. Because if we don't release our old way of doing things, the old things from our lives, and especially those things that are on our calendar that we do not feel aligned with, we cannot move forward in a way that speaks to the level of energy we need to hold in this moment. So the angels want us to feel okay saying no thank you, and not having to offer 10,000 explanations for why. They also want us to know that that is better by far than saying yes and trying to figure out how we get out of something later on. So what the angels want us to do is to get to a place where we can turn down obligations or things we've traditionally viewed as obligations that are not aligned for us, that will actually take more energy than they will give, that we will actually have to stay home and recuperate from energetically after we do them. The angels want us to start building our energy reserves up and up and up so that we can function from a place of energy rather than a place of deficit, having to rebuild and restore our energy constantly. Because when we don't release things, we have our hands full energetically. So just imagine you're holding all of this stuff in your hands and your arms. And then all of that stuff you've been praying for is now coming to you. But you don't have any arms to hold it because it's full of the stuff that you haven't released yet. So the angels are saying, take this time of creativity to go within, to ask, what is it that I can release in this moment that does not serve me? And then just to breathe it out, to let it go, to say no thank you, whatever it is, just give it to somebody who needs it or share it with someone else. Let it go. That way, when we are more energetically aligned, when we are more centered, when we are less at a deficit, what can happen is that inner wisdom that we all know is there, or that guidance that comes to us. We are at a more still place. We are in a more high frequency energetic vibration. We are not at a deficit so that we can then hear and integrate that wisdom, that energy right away. So the angels want us to be at a place where we are receptive and able to integrate that now, because so many of us are asking for the guidance, and it's really necessary in this world that we have that guidance, that we be able to hear it and use it as soon as it comes in. So remember, we used to muscle our way through things. That's not the way. The way to do things now is to take a breath, to allow, to breathe out anything that doesn't serve us in this moment. Obligations, objects, whatever it is, let it go. And then we can hear that wisdom from within. We can hear our guidance. We can hear the angels. We can hear our guides speaking to us and showing us the way and the steps to take next. So that's a very important message from the angels this week. So please leave a comment below letting us know what it is that you are feeling called to let go of so that we can support you energetically with that, or if you actually need physical and emotional support around that, we're happy to do that as well. In the comment section below, there will be a link to our next Angel Transformation Hour call. This is a 1-hour free call. It's happening on August 17th. You are invited. Just sign up by clicking the link and filling it out, and you will have a seat on the call. You'll receive all of the information, how to call in your email, and you'll be all set. I look forward to seeing you on that call and speaking with you again next week. Goodbye, everybody.